on so you guys can see me. It is another great day. So, how was your day? Let me know what you guys have been up to. Today, we are going to do some great Southern comfort food. And if there's enough time or if I'm hungry enough, we're going to do a who the heck knows kind of cake, pudding, pie. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I want to make some chicken and dumplings. And today is officially the last day for my master's of the first class. But I completed it. I should be passing it. And what is it? Who gonna stop me? I love it. Hello, good to have you here. Who gonna stop me? Exactly. And we're getting ready. Nobody's gonna stop me from making my first attempt of doing it the right way. Chicken and dumplings. So you are welcome. I love that name. So I promised you guys I would be making some leftover turkey recipes, and I bought a bunch of rotisserie chicken that I saved all the meat from, and we're gonna use the chicken up. But you guys can make chicken and dumplings with turkey, and it's something, you know, to think about if you have leftover Thanksgiving food. So we'll go ahead and get started. I wrote out the, I tried having everything all ready. Oh my goodness. I wrote out the ingredients and I don't know where I put them. I got it. Okay. All right, so we're going to get started. I'm going to make it a little different, of course, as I usually do, but we're going to start with the broth. I already got the chicken, so I'm not going to like make my own chicken stock, but I'm going to put that in. I got to decide how much I want to make. I've been cooking for you guys nightly, so I can only have so much food. So it'll be one or two. I see somebody else popping in. Feel free to hit that like button. Debbie is here. Debbie, I'm going to see if I can use this for my chicken and dumplings. Debbie got me this as a super sweet gift, and it's nice, high quality, so got to put it to use. Will this work for my chicken and dumplings? I'm still learning how to use this. It's not using, it'd be good for macerating strawberries, things like that. You said it's for dough, so is it just to like mix it? So we're gonna start heating up the chicken broth. All right. Here we go, guys. So this needs to come to a boil. Oh, this is hard to do, guys. There we go. Okay. I'm such a weakling. It's maybe I can't open this. Oh my gosh. There we go. I got it. All right. Sarah is here. Sarah, I am making chicken and dumplings. Got the chicken broth. Let's see how much this fills up. All right, I'm going to go ahead and make two. Might as well. So I'm starting with two boxes, which, I don't know, each one is 4 cups, so 8 cups of chicken broth. And this one's easier. So by Swanson brand, those are 2 different brands. This is so much easier. All right. I'm going to add a little bit more of the chicken bouillon because I like mine flavorful. All right, there we go. All right, so I do shop at Aldi's a lot. So a lot of my stuff is Aldi's brand. I need to make it over to Save-A-Lot. And I am doing good tonight. How are you? Thanks for joining in. And oh my gosh, is that... Hello, James. How are you? So I just posted, I have a subscribers only section on my TikTok. So I just posted for them. And feel free to join if you would like. You are welcome to join for free in the live chats. But we, right now, as I open these up, this is your speak now or forever hold your peace. We got that Iceland trip for $3,200, and then we had the Switzerland, Germany, and I think Austria for $3,500, which is 2 days longer. So that'll be at the end of March, beginning of May. If you guys can think, if you might be interested, feel free to let me know. Some comments, oh my goodness, are already filtered. What a way to start. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm used to it. So the topic for today, you guys can go ahead and get the chat started. The topic is ruptured relationships. Should we repair them if we want to? How do we go about that? And that was part of what my last assignment was about ruptured relationships and how to handle certain situations. So they gave this scenario of like a professional interaction between two pseudo therapists, and I was supposed to respect their professionalism and their knowledge. And so they were talking, this one guy is like, oh my gosh, this little girl has such an imagination. And she's trying to say that her mom broke her arm. And her mom is super sweet. There's no way her mom did that. The kid has such this crazy, wild imagination. And so he didn't want to report it. And how do we go about it? How do we not rupture that professional relationship? How do we get our point across? And Sarah, you can weigh into. Sarah is a master's of social work. She's my buddy. And I hope one day Sarah and I will go into practice together. So, all right. So I'm going to add this in. Get that kind of dissolving as we go. And I forgot the eggs. All right, so we're going to see how this recipe turns out. If it does not turn out as planned, I will contact my Southern people. Run. Nope. Nope on what? Nope. Nope. Just nope. Nope on chicken and dumplings. Nope on the trip. But even if you guys wouldn't go, I'd still like to know which you would prefer. All right, so I'm going to double the recipe because I doubled the, whatchamacallit. All right, so we're going to have 2 cups. I know there's a different recipe. 2 cups of flour. Look at how precise I measure. There you go. We got that. 2 teaspoons. So I'll need 4 teaspoons. Can you say sometimes you can be wrong? Nope. Yes, there are times I have been wrong. And even looking back, even with the narcissist, there's times, I should have either just walked away, if they're not going to interact with me, or follow through on their promises with those future faking, also blowing up their phone. I did that. And yeah, sometimes I can be wrong, or even my perceptions on things sometimes are wrong. So I love Google. I love fact checking. Am I making this for myself? I don't know if somebody wants to come over, but yeah, I am making it for myself right now. And I might freeze some for my mom. I know it's a lot, but Monday I told my tutors I'd be bringing in some food for them. All right, so do you guys remember? I'm just using standard kitchen. I have measuring spoons. I don't know where they are. Who cares about fact checking? I care about fact checking. It's my brain. Okay, so 3 teaspoons is 1 tablespoon. We talked about that. And we're going to pretend that this is 4 teaspoons because I didn't level it. Only AOMW. You rejected it. Usually I'm good at figuring out. That one I did not know. Okay, so I have no parsley. We're going to pretend for aesthetic reasons I'm going to add some parsley and basil, but 1 beaten egg. Should I do it the right way? Dang it. All right, I'll do it the right way. I learned cooking time with Cynthia. Exactly. Cynthia is hungry. And it's just nice spending time with you guys, and also keeps me on track to get some real food in this body, because I pretty much just eat sandwiches and salads. So this way I am cooking, staying healthier. I feel better too already. Probably because I ate that spinach. I had spinach pie, and then I had, what was it? What else did I make? Oh, how was it? Oh, no, spinach. What was it? Can't remember the other thing I made. I ate all of it though. I froze some for my mom. It was like a quiche. I didn't put spinach in the quiche. No, maybe the spinach was only for that. Oh, so how many guys do they run hatred on? What do you mean? The narcissist, how many guys do they run hatred on? Everyone they come in contact with after the devaluation stage goes on. So I will do this the correct way. I will get my bowl, put 2 eggs in. Like I said, I'm doubling the recipe, so calls for 1 beaten egg. I'm going to do 2. And I don't really drink milk. So the one thing I have done, because I never know when I'm going to drink milk or need milk. So I've been getting, I get it from the Dollar Tree. Yes, Debbie says not just men, women too. So this is nice to have on hand. I just get carton milk, which you can just put in your cabinet, just in case I ever have kids come over or I need it for a recipe. So since I'm opening this, we're going to make pudding later too, and I might make it into a pie. All right, so 1/4 cup milk, doubling it for half. Look at that precision. Oh, I'm lying. 2 tablespoons oil, so we'll need 4. Here we go, guys. And by the time this is ready, and there I go measuring precisely. There we go, so perfect. After a while, you get to know like what it looks like. Oh, I could use my whisk, but. And who else is here? Kiss and tell. My narc kept twisting stuff. Yes, that's the thing. A lot of times, you know, you try to present things. Also, the way their memory works. They have gaps in their memory, so they kind of make up stories. But yeah, they'll twist things. They'll turn it around either to avoid accountability, to make you feel crazy. Yeah. Your new world. There you go. But yeah, the twisting, he runs from support to his flying monkeys. A lot of times they do that where you try to help them and they don't want to deal with you. They'll go talk to somebody else. Flying monkeys, it's a different level of like vulnerability too. That was another thing I was learning about today. And it makes common sense that, you know, a lot of times, like with our friends or associates, we're not as vulnerable or as deep. It's more surface level. Chemical BS. Chemical as far as what? Chemical. You got to be a little bit more precise with me, Ron. So, all right. So here we got this going. Oh, I want to use my Debbie tool. I'm going to use my Debbie tool. Here we go. Let's see how this works. I can hear this already boiling. We got the chicken from my rotisserie. Kiss and Tell says, I hate how they say, how they try to say I'm stupid. Like my mind. So yeah, they will tell you you're stupid. They have to be right. They don't want to admit who was the narcissist in your life. Oh my goodness. 2 people. You are. Be nice. Be nice. I'll give you the story in a second. There we go. I think that's enough chicken. We'll save the rest for Dixie. So, yeah, on my channel, I posted a lot of the different traumas and future faking and all that kind of stuff. And the hardest part is, you know, it's not like a normal, Debbie, I like this. It's not a normal breakup because they actually encourage you to stay in the relationship, but they've already checked out. And then the more, you know, with the future faking, like it just leads to such anxiety and confusion that anytime you try to clarify it or try to understand it or have hope, it just sets up for such a high anxiety thing. And then when you talk about it, they try to calm you and just give you a bunch of BS, and then you got to wait some time to realize that that's all it was, BS. Run, break it down, break it down. Debbie says I've been called stupid, crazy, and some other things. Yep. Isn't it funny how we're all crazy? Like it's called infiltration to hate or he goes one. But yeah, that's a common thing, is calling you stupid, looking for a coven. What do you mean? Looking for a coven. All right. So yeah, this kind of works. This kind of works. All true diamonds, demons. Sorry, guys. What makes them bad? Oh, you're talking to me, or are you talking to Ron? So as far as the future faking, oh my gosh. Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead. I already washed my hands, and it's just for me. So I'm going to break this. I saw a diamond. She sucked. Mine affected my job, and I don't work. Did they affect your job while you were working, or are you being sarcastic that they were just so bad that they affected? Look at this. Perfect. Perfect. All right. So I don't know. Should I cut this into slices? I think I might do that. I don't know if you're supposed to, but I'm going to. I'm going to turn this down just a little. I don't understand my oven because I turned that way down. It's on low, and we'll see. All right. So I have a rolling pin. I need to find it. Debbie, did they try to say you were the narc instead? Ooh, Debbie, I'll let you answer that. All right. And mind you, I have no idea what I'm doing. So first time I'm making it. I forgot to add salt. I wanted to add salt. That's okay. And what am I making? I am making, here's the dumpling stuff. I'm making chicken and dumplings because I promised you guys a bunch of turkey recipes. And you can make, oh, yeah, okay. I didn't, yeah, I did. So you can make turkey and dumplings. If you want, you guys can add peas or some vegetables into it too. I don't like peas, so I'm not going to do that. But, all right, let me wash this off real quick, guys, so I can use my hand. Let me see real quick if I have my rolling pin. That's easily accessible. Bought a rolling pin, and I have yet to use it. All right. One sec, guys. Let me just look super quick. I found it. Found it up. I have my rolling pin. Let's see how this works. Brand new. We're going to roll this out. You don't have to do this. You can spoon drop it, but I like the dumplings where they seem like they were kind of cut. I'm just doing my own thing. You can change it up. All right. It is just for me. Sarah, if you come over, I promise I'll put my hair up when I cook. Run says, F a person that will treat you bad while they F all kinds of people. They're game pushing on you. Kiss says, my job took out seriously. It was a government job. And that's interesting. A narc actually knowing he isn't one. He must have had therapy. I'm shocked he admitted. So that's the thing, though, is there are times that, you see people, self-aware ones on YouTube and TikTok, and you got to think about it. They get supply off of that. They're like, hey, I have this and I have the inside scoop on it. So they get a lot of people, oh my goodness, run. That they get supply from that people are liking and subscribing. Okay, so there's also a way to thicken this. So I'm just going to cut this into kind of like strips or chunks. Let's see how this goes. You can drop it by like ball sizes. We'll see. I don't know. My daughter makes it different. She uses like the Pillsbury Grands. Hers turns out so good. So she just uses a store-bought biscuits. Not exactly. She does it a certain way. I'm not sure on the boiling and all that stuff. So I just kind of cut them into kind of some little squares. Let me just put these in real quick. My friend Dee Dee, she makes really good chicken and dumplings too. I've done it with biscuit before. This is the only time I've ever done it with homemade. Let me give that a second to kind of put those in. Why are you in a what's a coven? Coven? A coven? What do you mean? What's a coven? It's a word I don't know. Ron says my ex sucks. I don't care. I'm not a sacrifices biatch. I tell it like it's true. So Kiss and Tell says that's interesting. Anark actually knowing he is one must have had therapy. I believe that he was in a cult. How do you get him to admit? Use a little flour. What's a coven? So I could use a flower. You can send me a rose. The thing is we can't force somebody to admit things we can't. They might not even see it our way. And you're so lucky. One day I want to afford my house. I really had to work for it. I really had to sacrifice, and I, changed jobs, and I had to be patient, save as I stayed in a townhouse for a while. Also had to limit my travel, all those kind of things. So thank you. Yes, but it doesn't always come easy. All right, let's get the rest of this going. See, it's super boiling in the up. I might need a new stove, guys. Feel free to donate towards my new stove. All right, about 8 more of these. Almost done, guys. This is gonna be good. All right. Okay, so they had a recipe for the gravy part. 4 cups of broth, ½ cup flour, and then add it back in. I don't know if we're going to do that. He wouldn't go to therapy if you paid him. A lot don't want to. The man just got that, so you can have it. Prayer. Ron, I'm having a hard time understanding you. Heavenly says, ooh, you thought I forgot. I'll always be here. Good to have you here, Heavenly. And what does coven mean? Who wants to tell me what that word means? And thank you for liking the live. We got this cooking down. I had to turn off the oven or the stove, because once you heat it up, it doesn't cool down. I had it on low. But good to have you here. Thank you for liking the live. And Debbie says I have cornered him several times when I caught him in a lie. Yeah, it's his fault. If he could tell the truth, we won't have a problem. And Chris is here. Good to have you here. So Chris has shared that he believes he may be a narcissist, or what was it, antisocial? Tell me again what it was. So we can get some insight from him too. Heavenly says, I'm always waiting in the darkest shadows of your mind, waiting for you to go live. Well, I am here. You pushed me over the edge. I had to log in. I cornered many women in lies. Men and women do lie. And Ron, what were they lying for? What do you think? And Chris says, yeah, the whole cluster B milkshake. And Yeah. Have you seen Cluster Bee Milkshake? The creator, somebody thought it was her. And man, they gave me a hard time. Heavenly, thank you for being here. Cluster C too, yes. And I just saw something about cluster D. I need to research cluster D. Sarah, do you know anything about cluster D? That's I don't know if that's actually in the DSM, but I know there's A, B, and C, and there's something to cluster D out there too. You got huge attacked when you tried to call them out on that lie. I get it. I get it. That'll happen. I didn't write down how long I'm supposed to cook this, so I'll let it kind of boil for a little bit. You're working on a book, Heavenly. What's your book on? Helio Pico. Oh, is it Helio or Hello? Hello, Pico. Is there a quick way to test someone early on in a relationship to see if they are a narcissist? There is, but be careful doing that. Ooh, Heavenly said, I'll talk more in a second. Heavenly says it's called School Tales, Tales. I registered a name, Tallest Teacher Tales, Tales, which is kind of like School Tales because there's so many stories. Good question. Is there a way to test someone? For one thing, hold them accountable. See if they're willing to admit some faults that maybe, and you got to see, to see if they are lying, to see what their truths are. Also, are they only talking about themselves? Are they dismissive towards you? Do they ghost? But a lot of times, even just saying no. Can I borrow money? No. Are they going to come back and talk to you? Do you want to have sex with me? Not right now. I'm not ready for that. Will they just ghost you? And that's why, ladies, it can be for guys too, but sometimes you have to have those opportunities of making the person wait to see if they are a narcissist or have some other red flags. Where are they concerned about what's right for you? So hello, friend. Good to have you here. But Heavenly, I can't wait to hear more about your book. And is it from your perspective or things that go on with school? Tell me a little bit more about your book that you're writing. Debbie says you gave me a lot of red flags. And when did you notice them? That's the thing. A lot of times we either notice them and set them aside or think that it's going to be different with us. Ren says, I love gifting good people, even if it's simple. Unfortunately, money rich, not failed. So yeah, that's where it gets confusing. Sometimes people do like to give gifts. Doesn't always mean it's a love bomb. So thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. And we got some audience interaction going. Hello, Pico. You evolved. Yeah, sometimes we have to be careful not to give too much. That sometimes people feel obligated. I had one guy, he wanted to buy me a house. And we didn't go further into the discussion. It just scared me. Like, you're going to buy me a house. You're going to want a key to it. Since he wanted to pay for it, his name would be on the title if he felt like kicking me out, all those kind of things. So I could have had a free house, but decided it wasn't even worth it. And who knows, maybe I could have discussed it. But sometimes accepting big gifts too. You don't want to use other people, even if they're willing to do it. That's where the empathy comes in. Is that in their best interest? Like it didn't make sense for him to buy me a house. I wasn't in dire straits. I wasn't super rich, but I had a place to stay. I wasn't dating him. And sometimes people sneak into your lives that way, almost like they bought you. So be careful on that kind of stuff. But, Debbie says when he started to try to get close to me, that's when he started to make me self-doubt myself, started fights over nothing. And sometimes, and that's like a distance thing. Sometimes they could be a dismissive avoidant, or they could also become overwhelmed. It's hard to, you can kind of evaluate situation by situation, but there are usually reasons that these arguments come out of nowhere, and it's kind of mind-blowing. But Debbie says he took a situation and blew it up. Yeah, and there's also ways that we can escalate the situation without realizing it. But they put us in a vulnerable situation to where we have to handle it the right way every time. It's like, oh my gosh, couldn't you have just done it without putting me in this difficult situation? They're real hard to talk to. And that's by them like turning things around on you or blaming you, or the cult game is wild. That's like that brainwashing. Chris says the defining feature is that some people are more worthy than others. And those rankings change as the narc's needs change. So that's from a person who feels that he's most likely a narcissist. And that's a good thing to point out, because, yeah, they see it as a hierarchy. And some people are better than others in their eyes. And when you start having needs, they don't like neediness. They don't like having to deal with your emotions. They also don't understand them. They don't connect with them. That they don't feel it. And when we feel what somebody else is going through, we try to want to fix it because it helps fix what we're feeling. Chris says, and those rankings change. Don't like sickness. Ooh, don't like sickness. There are a lot of relationships that will fall apart. The narcissist will leave you if you're sick, can't deal with providing what you provided in the past. They might be good for like a week, maybe 2 weeks, but a lot of people bail on people during their time of need. Sometimes it's out of fear. Like when my grandmother was dying, I was afraid to get close. I was a teenager when that happened. But we talk about these people kind of stuck in like a teenage mentality or younger. So I kept my distance, and I regret that to this day. But the sickness thing, either it scares them or they're pissed off that you can't come through for them, or it's just a hassle. They don't want that hassle. Hello says, I have hesitated to tell you about the secret crush I have on you. Trying not to love bomb. Oh, you are sweet. So the secret's out. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's good to have you here. Debbie says, here's the first situation. He was at work, and when I called, I asked if he was a customer. Wait. He was at work, and when I called, I asked if he was a customer. They said no. So he came on the phone and said, why are you calling up asking if I'm alone? I said I did. So I remember you telling me your situation, and I'm a little confused. I remember you saying that you called. But if you called at work, why did you ask if he was a customer? That confuses me too. And just curious, why did you ask that? Not that there's anything wrong with that, but what made you, I said, is he with, oh, sorry. I have to sneeze. I have to sneeze. I'm human. I really have to sneeze. Is it going to happen? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I see that now. Okay. So he said no. So he came on the phone and said, why are you calling me up if I'm alone? I said I did. Yeah, he gave you attitude. Sometimes too, though, they, based on the interactions, they might think that you're stalking them. Probably caught him off guard too. But how did that relationship go? Was he willing to help you? What is gluten? Is it a protein? I think it's a protein that is in wheat, and it's hard to digest. A lot of Europeans have a hard time with it. A lot of my family, I have one second cousin that has like celiac, and it can cause your stomach to bloat. A lot of my family has that type of sensitivity. Some people have a real hard time with it. You might get gas, you might get diarrhea. So gluten-free is good. if you do eat gluten-free, it kind of helps cut down on some inflammation for entertainment purposes only. I am not a doctor, but entertainment purposes only. Was that entertaining? So you can fact check things that I have said, but that is my knowledge on it as a layman. Been to nursing school, but you know how that goes. He wouldn't drop it. I desperately. So hold on, let me catch up. I desperately want to change. What are the things that you feel you need to change? What are the strongest struggles that you have? And yep, secret is out. Gluten is a protein. Thank you. Yeah, I thought it was a protein. So yeah, some people have a hard time breaking it down. So if you have like corn or potatoes or rice, be careful. Also oats, but you got to be careful, like with oats, that it wasn't grown like in a previous wheat field, or there's cross contaminations where they process just on the equipment. Some people are extremely allergic or sensitive to it. Don't forget the dumplings. Check it out. Check it out. Look at that. I think I'm ready to eat them. So I did turn off the stove. Let's see if they're done. Ah. I'm going to eat, guys. Yay. All right, so let's get my soup bowl. I'm just going to do a small bowl. All right. I still feel like I got to sneeze. Let's get some of that chicken. Need some of that chicken, guys. So there is super hot chicken and dumplings. Look at that. It's almost like a matzo ball. I grew up in a Jewish neighborhood. They had matzo ball soup I really liked. But matzah has no leavening in it. Phil, good to have you here. I just got done making chicken and dumplings for the first time. I am from Michigan. How about you? Chris says, I have legal issues with my father's passing to deal with. Today is actually, well, 12 minutes ago was the anniversary of my dad's death. But you have legal issues with your dad's passing to deal with. I have left some of what I need to do with my sister. Also, my grandmother's passing. It just transpired that my sister got the forms and are filling them in. Then after that, I have a housemate that is looking for flats to rent. We broke up, sort of. And I think it would be better if we lived apart. After that happens, I don't know how I will pay for my house. Forms to get a death certificate. I did not file to get my father's death certificate. My brother's an attorney, so he took care of all that stuff. Probably the hospital or the city he passed away in, maybe the county offices. I would try the hospital first. They'll tell you where to go. Adam on my name. Need some hot sauce. Thank you, Adam. Loving my hair. I appreciate that. My dad would add hot sauce. I'd like to get to know you better in every way possible. Well, I've been posting more things so you guys can get to know me. And if you'd like to join, we are having that trip to Switzerland or Iceland. You guys got to let me know where you want to go, because I want to do a meetup and greet up that I can see you guys in person. Take a little trip with you guys. Get to know each other, build these lifelong friendships. So if you guys would be interested, please let me know, because I'm setting that up. You have a pen and paper? Yes, I do. Yes. So let me know, where would you guys like to go? Switzerland, Germany, and Austria. I think it's all, maybe it's Belgium. I don't know. Or Iceland. So it's $3,200 for 7 days in Iceland, $3,500 for Switzerland for 9 days. So that includes, I believe, your airfare. It's through a reputable company, so you guys can do fact checking and all that stuff. You'll be protected financially. Chris says, yeah, it's all good. We have a registry that you send stuff to and then pay a small amount for the certificate. There you go. Debbie says we got death certificates from the funeral home for free. I was almost going to suggest that. Yeah. But we didn't have a funeral home for my dad. Oh, you're sweet. Currently, right now, I'm not accepting kind of like personal things. I'm kind of limiting my life right now to just growing my business and all that kind of stuff. It's hard with long distance relationships and things like that. But I do one-on-ones. I'm just overwhelmed on time. So it's not fair to somebody to start a relationship with. But we can still chit chat and get to know you. You never know what's in the future. So yeah, it's all good. We have a registry. How long did it take, Debbie, to get the death certificate? I got to try some of these dumplings. I'm eating all the chicken. So you guys can make chicken or turkey and dumplings after Thanksgiving. So you would put hot sauce on this, really? Do you guys put anything in your chicken and dumplings? But Phil, tell me how things are going with you. Good to have everybody joining us. So we could make pudding. Should I make chocolate pudding? Because I need to use this milk up. I need to use my milk up. All right, so I'm going to make the vanilla pudding recipe, and we're going to alter it to chocolate. And this recipe calls for 2 ounces of unsweetened chocolate, and to increase the sugar, they're talking about the bars. I don't have the bars, so I'm going to use the cocoa powder, and I think you're supposed to add a little bit of oil with that because it's a little drier. We didn't have a funeral for my husband. He didn't want people to look at him. Yeah, sometimes people aren't comfortable with that, you know. I don't want to be cremated. Tequila hot sauce. Oh my goodness. My dad would do that. I am not into hot sauce. Not at all. I just don't like the spicy feeling, but some people do. The flavor is not bad, but I don't know. I don't like that sensation. Okay, so we're going to get this started so it can cool off. Should I make a pudding pie or just pudding? I can make a special crust, but I need to know if you guys think I should make a pudding pie or just homemade pudding. Debbie, I need your help. I got this thing in my head. I might make it tomorrow night. It's a special cake I just created in my head that sounds really good. All right, I will make a pie. I'm going to try something new. We are going to use this Oreos. These I don't really have a sweet tooth as much anymore, but I used to like snack on these because they actually have vitamins, and for 1 1/3 cup, it's only 160 calories. So you can eat quite a bit for not that many calories. So if I'm using this as the crust, Debbie, should I use chocolate or vanilla pudding? I will show you how I do this. I have never made this type of crust before, but we'll call it PMS pie. I'm just kidding. I'm not PMSing, but I think a lot of recipes are the result of PMS. Just my thoughts. All right, so we got this. I'm gonna add a little graham cracker to it. So Debbie says to make the pie. Look at the good Dixie. All right, so we got this. Trying to think how much that would make. I'm going to add 2 graham crackers in here. No, that should be enough. That should be enough. All right, vanilla. Okay, you vote pudding. Oh, you vote pudding. Oh my gosh, without the crust. Oh, I just now see you, Jay. Oh my goodness. Bill is here. Hello, hello. So I'm crushing up my Oreos. I'll tell you what. I'll keep a cup of pudding out. So what did we decide? Did we decide on chocolate or vanilla pudding? Let me know if this is super annoying. Usually, sometimes I stomp on it. Vanilla. All right. So, oh, we got vanilla. We got chocolate. Hope all goes well. Me too. We'll see how this turns out. I still want to know, Switzerland or Iceland, guys, help me out. I got to confirm it. So Debbie says chocolate. Who else said vanilla? Who said vanilla? Jay says vanilla. Oh, use a rolling pin. Will that work? There you go. Debbie's my culinary coach. There we go. I hope this doesn't annoy you guys. There you go. Parquet. There you go. I'm actually using a freezer bag, which is probably smarter. It's probably a little bit stronger. We look alike. Oh, come do a podcast with me. I would love that. There was actually a Cynthia Schiller. I tried doing a podcast with her. She spells her last name wrong, but I thought that would be so cool. I was this close. She said yes, but she ghosted me. And she has the same middle name as my sister's first name, so I thought it was kind of cool. We have different middle names, but that would be cool. Yes. Look at the exact same side by side. Oh, do we look alike? If you could comment on one of my videos so I can look up your profile. It's too hard to do right now, but I'd love to see that. You must be gorgeous. You must be absolutely stunning. Or did somebody change their profile? Kids have done that to me when I'm teaching online. Their profile is all of a sudden my face or something like that. But no. Okay, so I'm going to get... This is good. This is good, good, good. It does remind me of matzo ball soup, though. So you say, what am I up to? I just got done making chicken and dumpling. You can make it with turkey. So if you have leftover turkey, you can do turkey and dumplings. I am making, still waiting on the consensus. I got one for chocolate and one for vanilla. I'm making, somebody said just pudding, another said the pie. I'm going to go ahead and make the pie because I can always pick out the crust. But what should we use? I got like a chocolate Oreos. I thought I'd try that as the crust so we can see. Did you put veggies in the soup? No, I did not. What veggies should? Carrots would be good. This is good, guys. Now, there's some that I don't know if it's because I turned off the heat where it was boiling and then I turned it down. Should I put carrots in? I got carrots. I could add that. This is good, guys. I'm hungry. This is good just like this. Put carrots in it. All right. Here we go. I'm gonna melt 4 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna go do that and then we'll make the pudding. I have this left over. I washed it out from our chicken pot pie that we made together. So, Debbie, should I add carrots? No, this is just good. Not quite as balanced. I like Seinfeld. And so does Jay. This will be good. I'll dump some carrots in there. I am not done eating this. Am I out of carrots? Nope, I got them. All right, so I will take Debbie's suggestion, add some carrots in there. This turned out really good. All right, get this going. There we go, got some carrots in it. Let me get a little bit more. So this is what it looks like. As a traveling woman, I am used to eating out of cans, so I know I didn't heat it up. It'll be heated up next time. I don't mind. So yes, Debbie, I did put vegetables in. Did you think I left? Because if you did, I need to let you know I'll never leave. Good to have you back. Thank you, Heavenly. Do I have a favorite episode? No, I didn't watch it all that much. I just enjoy popping in. I don't really watch TV. Hello, sisters. We just got done with my chicken and dumplings, and Debbie gave me the perfect idea of adding some carrots. So I did that, make it a little healthier. How was your day today? Now, sisters, I was doing some research. There's something that if you have a rejection letter from the DHS, that there's some more options to follow up with. So I'm not sure if you have any rejection letters or eviction notices. You a baddie for real. What is it that you like about me? You like the Merv Griffin set episode. Yeah, I just kind of pop in and out. I don't really sit and watch TV. But I appreciate the compliment. Thank you. Always like hearing what you guys like. Nice sweater. Thank you. Look at that little, I love that. So winter is coming. You like the Merv Griffin show. There you go. Good one. Okay. Debbie, our viewer, is watching, I used to watch Little House on the Prairie. I've been watching Brady Bunch. I watched a little Brady Bunch before I came back on. I'm only watching the little blurbs. I'm not watching the whole episode. But I am doing good. Yes, I am. Which one are you watching? Or what was one of the latest ones? And they say Laura and Manny was not as happy as people think. And yeah, I still think Melissa Sue Anderson, the girl that plays Mary, has the most beautiful blue eyes. They are stunning. This is kind of not the easiest to chop up. like it nice and fine. They do sell Oreo cookie crumbs if you want to make it that way. So, all right. There we go. Get the butter out. That'll do. Still a little chunky, but I'm okay with it. All right. And take out some of the bigger chunks. Okay. Let's add the butter. I did 4 tablespoons. I'll be able to tell if that was enough in a minute. So I figure I'll get this cooling while we make the pudding. Yeah, I think that's about right. 4 tablespoons. Just get it all buttery coated and then kind of compress it in a minute. All right, chocolate or vanilla, which is gonna, what is your great news, Heavenly? You just got 112 likes on your new video and I got 76 followers now. I am proud of you. That is excellent news. So I have a question for you guys as far as the 40 and up. TikTok has this new thing where it's for if you like more mature content, like intellectual, not just like TikTok dances or things like that, that they have a 40 and up section. What are your feelings on that? Okay, so I'm compressing this to make my little pie. All right, chocolate or vanilla, guys. I'm gonna taste test it. That's gonna be a good crust. Who donated? There wasn't a funeral service. She donated her body to what? Science? Sorry, but I'm gonna blame Roblox. She'll be back tomorrow. That's okay. I understand. Oh, your grandmother. Okay. All right. Since I'm going to be putting Cool Whip on top, I think I'm going to make chocolate. You'll be back tomorrow. Bye, Pookie. I love that. Bye, Pookie. Wow. Okay. Good night. So, did I miss something? Message me in a bit. Okay. Hello from Knoxville, Tennessee. Did I miss somebody? Good to have you here. And Farm Haven. Did I make you upset, Farm Haven? Are you still here? Sometimes it takes me around a few seconds to get around to you guys. I hope you're still here. Chris says, oh, my grandma, to a university for teaching. She always says she would come back as a nun driving a red sports car. There you go. Debbie says she had a sense of humor. Yes, she did. I hope, Farm Haven, are you still here? Sometimes, guys, give the creators a little bit of time to get through to you. Got a lot going on a lot of times, and we love each and every one of you, but sometimes we need a moment. It's not that instant gratification. All right, so I'm going to have to alter the recipe to make this work. Got our pan, and let me rinse this out. Okay, so it calls for, let me do the milk first. 2 cups of milk. 1, 2, how many eggs? That is all I need. Okay. 1/2 cup sugar. Since we're doing a chocolate, we're going to increase the sugar. I have to do that at the end. We're going to do a live and learn. I don't know if I should do that now or later. I once made it in clumpified when I tried to make it chocolate. So I don't know. We'll see. All right. And then we'll have our cocoa. You guys are quiet. So Farm Haven, I hope you're still here. So have you guys had ruptured relationships that you feel should be repaired? I know there's a couple in my past that be nice to reconnect with. Sometimes it's just a misunderstanding, but also within the relationships that we continue with, that sometimes they do become ruptured over time. And how can we fix that? I have no idea how much to add. 2 tablespoons cornstarch. Let me get my notes too, because let's see. So some of it too was talking about, you know, we just recently went through that election and how politics can separate families. That sometimes people, you know, we're trying to do the right thing. We're trying to do, you know, pick the right political party to protect our family and their interests. But are we doing it wrong? Are we putting politics over family? What do you think about that? Also, social media. How the algorithms are kind of leading us to see things more in a certain way. Kiss and Tell says, I just wish my narc would fix my job and call them. He was just pranking me. What happened with that? Debbie says, I'd like to go back on one and tell him what a big a-hole he was. And that's the anger speaking. So there you are. Who's saying, oh, wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And H1, how are you? We've got a lot of oh, wows. Okay. You guys got to give me a minute. And that's one thing I noticed too. Sometimes I should have been more patient with people. 2 tablespoons or teaspoons? Oh, 2 tablespoons cornstarch. Hold up. You're such a good Dixie. My dog's just sitting there. What happened with that prank? How did it cost you your job? We're going to call that 2 tablespoons. And that's the thing too, though, is that, you know, when you have somebody who is a little bit more playful, childlike, that, you know, they have to foresee and have empathy and realize when it's appropriate, when it's not. And pranking at a job, what was it? Okay, so now I need an egg, 2 tablespoons of butter, because I'm using powdered chocolate, I'm actually adding this much more butter, because the chocolate squares would have a little bit more oil to them. He lied and said I was on YouTube showing airplanes and telling like government secrets on YouTube, like spillage. So the job doesn't have proof of that. Do you have a government job? Yes, really good. That is true. That is true. All right, so we got this. I think I have all the I got milk left over. I got to figure out what to do with the milk. Okay, 1 beaten egg. I haven't done the egg yet. Yes, it was my first federal job. I'll tell you what, that's something that they're not going to mess around with. I know my ex was a state cop, which is a government, state government job. But, you know, he was very specific, like, I am a recruit. Do not call me trooper. There are certain things that you really had to follow suit on, or it would make their life HE hockey sticks. They use that as a scapegoat issue. The real issue was I was a mechanic and the guys ain't want me there. Sometimes too. General question, Cynthia. I have a lot of guilt and shame for the past. How can I leave it behind? By doing better. You know, realizing you can't change the past. So part of the fact that you have guilt and shame over the past, you know, we got to take accountability. Did you apologize to those people? Will they still talk to you? Maybe you can repair those relationships, maybe not, but to do better. And, you know, living in the moment, putting the past behind you and just doing better. You did as best you could. And, what's changed now? Let me ask you what's changed now. Oh, what am I reading from? I was going to say nothing, just this. I have 3 platforms open. So I apologize for any of the confusion. I got Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. We're building a big community. We have a meet and greet coming up. This is your last chance to tell me if you guys want to go to Iceland or Switzerland. There are different ways to have like some fundraisers or things like that if you guys want to go 360. You got to wait a sec. About to get over to that stove. So the woman you divorced, she's from the Midwest and her mom owns guns. That's an interesting thing to state. So what do you mean by the mom owns guns? So let me catch up. Tell me a little bit more about your situation, what you feel guilt over. Kiss and Tell says they used that as a scapegoat issue. The real issue was I was a mechanic, so I had a bad HR file because my supervisor was non-ethical. But the guy gave him a lot of buzzwords that only government people will know. So he sounds believable. Yeah, sometimes they don't feel it's worth a risk. Did that person apologize to you? Sometimes we can't undo certain things, you know, and that's why the people that we're with, we really got to trust they'll have our best interests at heart. If you're in an adult relationship, you got to treat it like adulthood. Do you know why he was pranking? Was he pranking just to be silly, or was he trying to get you fired? How did other people? No, he just taunts me online about it. Like, haha, you lost your job. That's terrible. That is terrible. How do you know that person? 360 big swag. There you go. I just turned around. All right, I'm going to eat a little bit more, but we're doing our pudding right now. Yeah, I agree with Debbie. All right, so I got to do this on low. I don't trust this burner, so I'm going to bring it over here. All right, we'll get that cooking up. That one burner just runs way too hot. What was your relationship with him? Do a high bun? All right. You just like telling me what to do. All right. So here we go. I never wear buns. Now, are you talking messy bun or a bun? My goodness. My hair is longer and longer and longer. There we go. There's my little ballerina bun for you. How's that? Did I do all right? What's it look like? See, I didn't even have to put it. What do I look like? I look like a teacher. There we go. It's a betrayal thing to me, I feel. That guy gave me his. Hold on. I know this person because he helped me get over my ex, which he was coaching me, telling me my ex was a narc. He watched how long it took me to heal. 2 months later, he used that same guy to get me terminated. Was he like a professional coach? I don't know. I kind of like this little bun thing. Pudding, I didn't know we got pudding coming. Yes, we have a pudding pie. We have a pudding pie. We'll see how it turns out because I altered the recipe to make it a chocolate pudding pie. Homemade pudding is so much better. Can you see me on YouTube? All right. We got the crust already prepared. Melting down that. Looks like chocolate soup. I'm in, these are like leggings, stretchy leggings. It's Saturday. I'm allowed to wear what I want. Nice and comfortable. So yeah, not really in jeans. They're jeggings. I don't wear those to work, but I wear them around the house. Debbie says, yes, missed mine above hers. About the I block him? Yeah. Oh, no, he wasn't a professional coach. He just claimed the world was terrible, and I was naive to know the world was. So he was just trying to be a friend, as he says. He was just a regular person who laughed at the loss of your job. Different color bottom, please. You don't like black? I know, I wear a lot of black. I had navy blue on yesterday. All right, I'll take that into consideration for the next time. Hello says, no, you look like someone that I say to myself, I wonder what she looks like with her hair down. Now I look like that. There you go. I don't usually, I kind of like that. Do you guys like it up? I've never really worn it up. It's staying too. I like that it's staying. I have nothing holding it together. So Kiss and Tell says, my grandma and mom didn't put me on game about people and office politics, so I had to learn the harder way. I know, I kind of like it up too. Yeah, I feel like a ballerina. Yeah, that's the thing, you know, as we go through life, we do start learning how to handle things, survival. All right, this butter's melting down. Is there supposed to be flour in here? Just cornstarch. Okay. I think the butter will help it solidify. Bring it to a light boil. Right, Dixie Doo? A few more minutes, guys, and this will be ready to pour into the pie crust. And then I do have my whipped topping to put on top. I'm just mad because it was a pension job. I paid a lot of money. My ex been trying to fire me though. I get it. My ex did that to me too. You have a nice face. Shows your face better. Thank you. We look alike. I gotta see, please, on a regular video. Go ahead and comment. Check my profile out. We look alike. So yeah, on a regular video, comment. Look at my profile, and I will. He wrote in the email, "Don't lose your job." Before the prank, he sent my nudes to my work email, and I reported it to security. Ay. Yeah, be careful, ladies, sending those nudes. Narcissists love to use it as torture. Even if you make them promise not to share. I'm sorry that happened. But lesson learned, you know. It's real hard to trust some people. He wrote in the email, don't lose your job. That is crazy. Clicked on my account. It's hard to do when I'm online, when I'm live. But I will. If you send me a comment on a video, I can do that. All right, this should thicken up. Because I'm curious. I would like to see what we look like. How tall are you, twin? How tall is my twin? You're going to bring this a little bit more to a boil so it thickens. Yeah, it's starting to thicken up now. So perfect. All right, so we'll get the pie crust out. A little taste test. There's our Oreo cookies. I don't understand how revenge porn was flipped. It's a quick hurt that they can do. So technically it would be embarrassing going back on base. Yep. So true. They love to use humiliation as a tactic. All right, so we're just going to pour this in. Looks super delicious. And the person who wanted me to have just pudding, there's enough to make a little pudding bowl. So I'll go ahead and do that with the leftovers. Oh, I didn't need this big of a bowl. I don't know. I used to have whatchamacallit, little parfait cups. I don't know where those went. So to avoid like a skin on your pudding, that you're supposed to put like saran wrap or parchment wax paper over it. Click on my account. Pull leggings one time. What do you mean pull leggings? Pull them? Is that what you want? I'll have to look. And I appreciate the compliments. So we got this. I wish I had a parfait cup. But I'm going to cover it. Let this cool before I put the Cool Whip on. And then we can decorate it. All right, this will avoid that thick. You definitely don't want that skin on top. How do I open this? There we go. Ooh, got the little sharp thing. And this one has where you're supposed to punch this in. How does that go? Punch the little tab in. Do you guys ever do that? Punch the tab in, helps keep that in place. Do you guys do that? I've never done it. Let's see if it makes a difference. I love the wood paneling in your kitchen. Thank you, Eric. Thank you. It kind of gives it like a rustic cabin feel to me. Oh, I already put it in. That's why it's not coming out. Ooh, God, that knife thing is sharp. Trying to get this started. By the time I get this started, it's going to have that skin on it. Can't lift it. Here we go. All right, so this is the first time I punched those end tabs in. I think it might be a smart idea to do that. Look, it just holds it in place. And then you close it. I don't know, I can never rip it the right way. These are sharp. I hate plastic wrap. What about you guys? You like plastic wrap? This is holding it in place though, I think. Hit that like button. I'm trying. All right, so we'll let this solidify. And then we'll put the topping on. Just put it right onto the actual pudding. Try not to leave a air gap. going to be good. All right, so we'll let that cool a little bit. I'm excited to try it. Look at all that love. I appreciate that. I should have taste tested. Let me taste test this. It's good. It tastes like homemade though. That's good. It has grandma's homemade brownie flavor. I think next time I would do just vanilla with that recipe. You did date both of them. What? You dated twin sisters. Why won't it work? Now, Deb's asking, did you date them both at the same time? Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. They are super comfortable. They are comfortable. I haven't worn jeggings in a while. So, yeah. You dated both of them at the same time. A lot of times that's why it doesn't work. What would you say caused it to fall apart? Were they on board with that? Did they know that you were dating both of them? This is a perfect cold weather day food. So, if you guys are too quiet on this trip, I need to know, where would you go? Iceland or Switzerland? About the same cost. We're leaving end of March. So that is the trip. If it turns out to be a success, I'll continue doing those. And it's all like completely legal, and you guys can check out the company and the validity, and there's stuff to protect your money. The money does not come to me. Yes, they did know, and they were happy about it. Oh my gosh. You sat Ireland? What do you mean sat? Said Ireland? Is that what you mean? I can do Ireland as a future. It's not available at that time. So Ireland will be coming up probably next winter, a little over a year from now. I can get that set up. If you would like to start making a payment plan, let me know. I'll get that set up. I also want to take my daughter there. So if you want that trip, let me know and I will get that set up. That'll probably be around $3,500. That you'd have a whole year to pay for it. So let me know what month you want me to set it up for, and I'll get that going. But I do hope I can meet you guys March or April. And if nobody's willing to do that, let me know and I won't set it up. Super easy. Ireland would be nice. That's one that I'd like to go. You just did Italy, August and September. So what do you think? Will you go with me in March? End of March, beginning of April? I'll be your best friend. So this is a yes. My OCD is having an issue with my messy kitchen. I'll clean up. Let me take 2 more bites. So what is bugging you? My kitchen? You got your global appointment in June. What do you mean? What's your global appointment or appoint? What do you mean by that? Oh, I left the cabinet open. Close the drawer. There you go. There you go. Thank you. It's hard when I'm doing too many things at once. I I apologize. I apologize for that. Thank you for calling me out on it. It is okay to tell me those kind of things. Get this picked up a little bit. I'll have to do the dishes afterwards, though. How's that? TSA section. Ooh. Gave you a head rush. I apologize. It's a traveler's program. You pass through customs and security faster. Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Oh, very cool. It's easier at the airport with global entry. So it was $100 for that. So yes, Debbie, thank you for telling me that. Eric says, well, I'm going to read my Lauren Bacall autobiography and go to bed. I go to church in the morning. Have a fantastic day at church. I'd love to hear what you guys talk about. And yeah, God is definitely important. So Eric, thank you for joining us. Sleep well. All right, this stuff is for tomorrow. Let's get this out of the way. You have to deal with it there, Deb. Okay. Once that solidifies just a little bit more, we can put the topping on, make it look pretty. All right, I'll put this out of the way. How is that picking up this? That's way over there. Is that better, Debbie? You breathing okay? Take a deep breath in. Much better. There we go. You can probably see that it's probably still bugging you, but we'll go with it. All right. So feel free to open up the conversation now. So how's your OCD? Is that stuff in the corner bugging you? I was about to get in the car and drive over. My Oreos and Windex, is that bugging you? I should move that. I know I need to clean. I did some of the bills today. Oh, I got to still do my phone bill. I had this habit of doing my phone bill when I do my mortgage. So I still got to pay my phone bill. So I can keep going live with you guys. That didn't bother me. It was just the drawer and stuff. Okay. All right. So I know my ex was like that too. Hi, who is logging in? Let me say hello to you. And West Texas, good to have you here. Welcome to the channel. And I haven't seen Jason in a little bit. I need to do something special for my subscribers. I uploaded my first subscriber only video today. They also get little stickers and a little bit extra attention, but yeah, the I hate it when I get a spaz attack. I get it. Sometimes certain things bug me too, and it's like, why does this bother me so much? But so nobody's gonna tell me Switzerland or Iceland. I'm here. You can relax now. Whew. Ladies man has joined the house. So we just got done doing my. You can use turkey. These are turkey ideas. I made chicken and dumplings and chocolate pudding pie. Kiss and Tell says that guy sent me a picture that said you can't mistreat people and think you are betrayed. That's delusional. Is he gaslighting me? You pissed him off and he's trying to piss you back off. What did you do that upset him? Does he really think he was a friend to me? No. Well, he might. but then you pissed him off somehow. What was it that pissed him off? Whether it was like justified or not, something pissed him off. What? I missed the cooking show. Great job. You've gone live for 90 minutes. Don't forget to take a break. Yes, ladies, man. I cooked a little bit early, but we made chicken and dumplings. And then we made an Oreos cookie cereal crust. It's like a homemade crust with some fresh pudding in there that I made from scratch. Not a mix, completely from scratch. And it does have a homemade chocolate taste. Tartar sauce. Tartar sauce and what? Tartar sauce and chicken and dumplings? Debbie says, I was the one who used to open and close the door at light switches on and off. That's when I was a kid. What causes that? What causes OCD? Probably a need for control, a need for organization. What were your parents like? Were they kind of do what you want to do? Like they weren't super strict, and or let's see, you either had like a lot of structure or not enough structure. What do you think? So it's kind of like a need for control or a safety on what to expect. So maybe you didn't have everything that you needed to expect in life. You had a lot. Expand out your sentences so I can understand. You had a lot of control. Yeah, you were being abused. So I believe that's you had a lot. Because are you saying you had a lot of structure or did not? So yeah, when you were being abused, or fear. Did you get in trouble if you forgot to turn off the lights? Your parents were strict. Yep. So you kind of picked up that we got to be strict and rigid on things. Because if things were out of line, that's when it got uncomfortable. You might get in trouble. Isn't that weird how all these things kind of like fall into place? But you probably felt a little bit helpless. So there's some things that you could control or to people please. And what is this about? Tartar sauce, ladies, man. Top Cat, good to have you here, but you're still here. You are a survivor and you have overcome a lot. You know, each and every one of us has a story that we don't always share, but a lot of us are survivors. And sometimes it's, we had parents that tried their best. Other times we had some horrible parents. If you had parents that tried their best, maybe try to understand where they were coming from. We were talking about the ruptured relationships, that some are worth repairing. I see parents with broken hearts and children where both parties are upset with the other one. And, the type of abuse, was it misunderstanding or difficulty being vulnerable? There are ways to make somebody feel more safe so they can be vulnerable. And a lot of times people are on the attack. So Kiss and Tell says, I typed something, but a commercial came on and it deleted your comment. I am so sorry. I am sorry. I've had that happen to me too. That sucks. I'm sorry. Debbie says I was a people pleaser, but when I reached 18, I thought no more. I'm going to love myself for a change. There you go. Yeah, because when we try to people please, that's usually a trauma response where we are either trying to get people to like us or we're trying to be the savior. Maybe we had to do that as a child growing up, being, the caregiver. As I look over here, I don't want to look that way. It says all-purpose flour, not a low-calorie food. Oh, per half cup serving, it's 110 calories. So it's so funny. That's weird that they wrote that. Not a low-calorie food. But yeah, the people pleasing. That's a lot of times you can people please with good intent, but it'll either backfire in your face or cause people to use you. So it's not always the best. Debbie says I would watch my sister's 3 kids when they went out, and I put them to bed and cleaned her house. Yeah, I get it. And that's why, sometimes birth order makes a difference too on how things are perceived, because I'm sure your experience was way different than your sister's. So like, what are you bitching about? It was nice. It was easy. You're like, yeah, because I did your laundry. I made your bed. So we all have our own experiences from different aspects. So, all right, I want this pudding to cool down so I can put my Cool Whip on top. I got to invite people over tomorrow because I can't eat all that. Kiss and Tell says, I went live on YouTube, told him to watch me from that. He forgot and kept on the phone call from the cell phone. I was tired of dealing with my phone. He was mad because he don't want to be on YouTube. Well, I got to be cautious of my friends, Has he expressed that to you, that he didn't want to be on YouTube? The YT we was on was not in algorithm. It was too new. Still, some people nobody viewed the live. Did you delete it? But some people will get upset about that because it's kind of making people feel on blast, or some people are just self-conscious. What did you say to him after that? Nobody viewed the live. So can you see why he got upset? Now, his reaction was not appropriate. And that's why you got to be careful. If it is a narcissist, they'll come back at you tenfold. But not really. So I tried to back in that day. So, but not anymore. Debbie says, then I had 2 popsicles and got yelled at from my mom. So she couldn't tell me, but could tell my mom. My family used to always talk about each other, but never to the person that they were mad at. I'm glad I walked away from them and their toxic BS. Yeah. Yeah, there are times that you should give somebody the time to correct it or to see your perspective, but if it's toxic to you, either there's things that you can change within yourself to make it better. Both sides should be working on themselves to make it better, because people are not always going to accommodate us, but they should at least have some compassion and empathy for the things that we bring up, and at least discuss it. Agree to disagree, agree to make a compromise, but because it was dang near private in a way, but I had no intention to, it wasn't my main YouTube. I know sometimes when we make a mistake, people don't like to forgive. How was he on it though? Because you were just talking on the cell phone and you were live. He might have thought you were trying to set him up, where you were going live and had him just chit-chatting in the background. How did he find out he was on the live? If it was private, how did he find out? Debbie says, I cleaned her house and I got yelled at. I confronted her myself. I told her, next time, watch your own kids. She was like, thanks for cleaning the house. I told her too late. So when you confronted her, what did you tell her? Kiss and Tell says, if I put him on main YouTube, they say I don't care about his feelings, but I took in consideration and pulled him on my new YouTube even before. I'm not understanding why he's on either one if he doesn't want to be on it. That's the part I'm not understanding. So Kiss and Tell, is that part of your YouTube thing where you kissed and you told about your secret dates? Is that what it was? Tell me more. I think there's more to the story. I think Sarah does too. What's the missing piece? There's more to this story. Mom. Okay, so Mom, I just made, I know you don't like chicken and dumplings, but I just got done making chicken and dumplings and a pudding pie. I made a chocolate pudding pie that I can either freeze and bring it to you. Debbie says I ate them because I was hot. What is the big deal? That's what I said. She never crossed me after that. Well, you know, sometimes, yeah. Hello, Mommy. How you doing, Mommy? I have a hat that I was thinking you love a chocolate pie. So let's see how it's solidifying. It's not quite hard yet, but we just made it. It's got Oreo O's. I used cereal to make the crust, and then I made homemade, not from a powder thingy at all. Homemade pudding, and I'm going to put some Cool Whip on top of it. So I'll at least save you a piece of it. I don't know if you want a whole pie. Let me taste test the pudding part. Okay. So hopefully it thickens a little bit more. That'll be good. It's still a little runny. You see that? It's a little runny, but I think it'll, let's see how warm it still is. It reminds me of homemade brownies. I like hot chocolate. So I made it with cocoa powder. They said to use the unsweetened chocolate squares. So I could have just added chocolate chips, but it's good. You think it needs to cool? I think with the Cool Whip and the, it's almost like a mocha taste. It's a very rich taste. It's a different kind of chocolate though. Like a buttery, woodsy chocolate. I don't know. So I will bring you some. It'll be really good with the Cool Whip though. Because he gave this YouTube channel to my job. This Kiss and Tell was my main YouTube. So if I go live, it's actually regulars that chat. It actually gets views. He knows about the YouTube. It used to be called something else, but that job case this YouTube. You gotta go potty. Let me let my dog out. What are you looking at? You being good? What is it? Well, hi, be good. So yes, Mom, I will let that solidify a little bit more. I will save you some. I will definitely save you a piece. You are probably not used to good chocolate. Instant pudding is not quite the same. That's probably true. Yeah, it is good though. It'll be perfect with the Cool Whip. It'll just set it off just perfect. It's nice and rich. So yeah, it reminds me of the dust. like a milk chocolate. So he was subscribed to both. You gave him the other YouTube channel, only he had the link. He subscribed to it. Chris says, this is relevant to the topic. How can I by doing better? How do I try to repair my own friendships, old friendships? My longest term remaining friend hasn't supported my treatment of the housemate. It is possible I can rekindle after the housemate moves out, but the housemate still wants to remain close friends. So is it possible if they're willing to talk about it, if you're willing to see their side? What was it that, if you can share, what was it that he didn't like that you were doing with that housemate? Now that my mouth is watering, I am going to go to bed. So Mom, I will save you some chocolate pie. I've already saved a couple things for you. Did you want any of the chicken and dumplings? I don't think you like chicken and dumplings. Would you like it? I'll save you some. If not, I'll be making Grandma Schiller's lasagna coming up, and I can save you some of that too. Whatever you want, I will send to you because I can't eat all this by myself. Chicken and dumplings, yes or no, Mom? She will want help with maintenance of the house. So who's moving out? Is she moving out or you're moving out? Mommy, you gotta tell me. Did you already log off? Oh, she just disappears. You gotta tell me. Chris says, oh, that I bought her in as a rebound. And while we were both dating others, eventually we settled into a relationship which only lasted 2 months. No, she is. It's my house. She's moving out. It's your house. Okay. Maybe your friend. Now, is your friend male or female? Hold on. Is your friend male or female? What are we who am I talking to? I have 3 platforms open, and hello to you, Brandon and Dixon, and Ladies Man will be back when it's finished. It is finished. Where are you? So I have 3 platforms open right now. We're growing our channel because I am setting up to where we can go to Iceland or Switzerland coming up in end of March, beginning of April. Tell me what you would like if you had the opportunity to travel with our group. Would you want to go to Switzerland or Iceland? Because I'm putting it into place. So both female. Oh, I kind of had a feeling. It's your house. Did you ever date that female? And was the new female Switzerland sounds cool. Talenthoff. Good. We are, so far, that's what I'm kind of leaning to. So it would be $3,500. There are payment plans available. Would that be something you might be interested in? A couple $100 a month to travel the world. And that includes your airfare, a lot of, I'll tell you what it includes. So it is through a company. So it's completely, did I ever date the long-term friend? Yes, but nothing long-term. And yeah, so she probably has some wounds. She probably saw this coming. And to repair that, yeah. Does she still live in that house? So as you type that up, I will tell you. A week in Switzerland, Germany, and Austria. It is 9 days. We can do a 2-day extension to Prague. And it has 7 nights in hand-picked hotels, 7 breakfasts, 3 dinners with beer or wine, 6 sightseeing tours. And it'll have like a tour director, local guides, and a bunch of different places that I can't pronounce. But there's a castle we're going to go to, the Swiss Alps, sightseeing tour of Lucerne and Munich, and Vienna. So there's a lot of different things. We can also customize it to include like a Mozart concert and dinner, traditional Viennese, Hurricane evening. I have to learn how to pronounce all these things. But hit that like button. The Alps, yes. The Swiss Alps. So what do you think? $3,500. I'm going to go. I'm going to go. Sarah's talking about going, and so is Brian and Kenneth. So yeah, Chris, guys, there are payment plans. If you're interested, I would love to meet you guys in person. I will be going on that trip. So once we solidify exactly which trip, Iceland or Switzerland, I think we're doing the Switzerland one. We'll get it going. We'll get it all set up. So, yeah. How long a flight is that? Are you in America? It depends on where you are. I'm in Michigan. 6 to 8 hours. I think I can look that up without disconnecting. Let me look it up. Tell me where you're from, and I'll tell you. Where are you from? What state? Oh, it's Jason. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I recognize it now. Jason. Mimi. Where's Mimi? Mimi's all team Jason. What do you think? Do you think he can go? That'd be so cool. So how long is the flight? Okay. How long from Atlanta to Switzerland? I don't know, flight. Where would you be coming? I could do Indy too. Come on, just give me a quick answer. 9 hours, 51 minutes. 10 hours, 10-hour trip. So, oh, did I do it right? See, I picked it right. So it is 10 hours and 15 minutes from Atlanta, Georgia to Switzerland. And what about from where I am? From Detroit. I'm from Detroit. I don't know. And you can bring people too if you want to bring other people. Because I know you know, I know. 8 hours. It's shorter for you. It's 9 hours for me. And yeah, not too bad. So, like I said, it is Germany, Switzerland, and Austria. And if you want to go to Prague, we can extend it for 2 days. But if you guys would be thinking about it. Jason, I also don't know if you saw that I posted a video. Your arms would be tired though. Well, we'll take a plane. I got your joke. That's cute. Wouldn't that suck if you had, yeah, I'm trying to remember. There was something, the Quetzalcoatlus or something. I can't remember what bird. A bird can fly for like 3 weeks or something crazy. I can't remember. It was some astronomical crazy thing. But I'm talking to you guys too. There, now you guys know the secret underneath this island are cabinets that I just smashed my knee. Swift Airlines. I can pretend I'm Taylor Swift and we can get on for free. I don't know what airlines. It's kind of hoping Spirit. Swift. Oh, the bird is the Swift. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. The one that could fly for like forever? And that was more like hang gliding, wasn't it? Or, oh, wait, what's this enhanced video? Kind of want to hit it. I don't know what it'll do. But, so TikTok, you can keep talking to me. Brandon, what are you up to? Only lands to have babies. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah, it doesn't spend its whole life in the air. And Jason, can you tell me, did you see the video I posted for subscribers only? It's just a quick little about pretty much. That's crazy. Wow. But trying to figure out how the subscriber only stuff goes. So I sent you some stickers, some pictures. Not yet, but you'll check it. Okay, let me know how that goes so I can post more stuff for the subscribers only. And then we'll have like subscriber only chats too. So, but they also have that 40 plus for people over 40. I don't know if I want to do that because I like a lot of my 30-year-olds too. And I'm trying to find out that it doesn't like disconnect from everybody. But that would have like a little bit more mature audience, some people who can relate to some of the things we've been going through a little bit. easier. What are you doing up late? When do you sleep, Jason? And Debbie's my cheerleader. Hit that like button. So it is currently 1:30 in the morning, 2 a.m. You're a night owl. Yep. Okay. So I'm actually going to be logging off. I'm a night owl too. I slept till, what did I do today? 4:30. I slept till 4:30 p.m. today. And so I didn't get any of the stuff I needed to get done. So I'm going to go ahead. I did get my, finished my last assignment for this class. Any guidance advice as far as you slept till 2? Any guidance advice as far as what getting your job back or dealing with him? I think he's a toxic person who, if he can send nudes to your job and cost you your job and then laugh at you, that's not somebody who has your best interest at heart. So tell me what kind of guidance you are hoping for. Guidance on getting your job back or guidance on what? A little confused. Yeah. Debbie's like, block him. I may have used the wrong word. Sorry. So what do you mean? You can go ahead and reword it. Any what advice? Any guidance advice? Yes, you need to go on our therapy trip. It's not, I have to be careful. It's not I can't claim a therapy, just a mental health break to where we can enjoy each other and just experience some life. So tell me what you mean, kiss and tell, before I log off. As you are typing that, I'm going to go put this back in the fridge. I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow for the Cool Whip. So it can be a little bit harder so I can spread it on. I'm tired, so my body is winding down. Yeah. Ayuno? Juno? Like I can't see the person, madness, so maybe I'm missing something. Nice outfit. You like the necklace? Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes love is blind. That, you know, when people hurt us, sometimes we think of like good memories or what we hope for, but he's toxic to you. He cost you your job, and then on top of it, laughed about it. So it's not just that he cost you your job, also exposed nude outfit or nude pictures of you. Like when you were in your most vulnerable state and trusted him, that, you know, he had no problem showing to even strangers. It wasn't like he was showing you off to his buddies. He was trying to hurt you. He wasn't trying to show you off like, hey, look at my chick, she's hot. He was trying to hurt you, trying to destroy you. He won't get rid of his ego enough to talk in a vulnerable state. Yeah, he's not going to want to admit that he was wrong, and he was definitely wrong in this situation. Now, granted, you know, he might have gotten upset, and you have to apologize for that because he felt a little violated. He felt exposed. So he was trying to do it back at you. I told him I wasn't in war with him. So, yeah, I think when he was on that phone call thinking it was private, he felt exposed, and so he wanted to expose you back. And he said, yeah, I did apologize way before that. People hold grudges, unfortunately, and they don't have that same empathy. They want to get revenge. They don't forgive like more empathetic people do. They hold grudges. They have black and white thinking. They will split people. It's all good or all bad. But it's weird because he wasn't exposed. Not his body, but his words, his attitude, his thoughts. Dixie's still outside. Thank you, Debbie. Pop! Come here, good pop. Come on, good pop. There you go. You're so good. You're the best. Come here, honey. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, there we go. Oh. Tell Aunt Debbie thank you. Oh, Aunt Debbie's taking good care of you. Yeah. So this is Dixie. Thank you, Debbie. Look at the Dixie. I didn't forget Dixie. I would have checked on her before I went to bed, though. Karma will come back to you, bite him. You went down. Hi, Dixie. Gentle, gentle. Good girl. Okay. Oh, she's a heavy dog. She's probably about 12 or 13. 12. You just lost your dog. He was 14 years old, April 2024. I'm sorry. And yeah, Dixie's a sweetheart. And Chris is saying hi. Dixie, Chris said hi. That's my pup. So I am starting to get super, super tired. The guy who sent you the news, that is a crime. Good point. Yeah, that's a crime. What do you think about that? You could file on him, especially since he's sent it to the federal government job. Yeah, each year it gets worse for me. Last year I lost my ovaries, and this year my transmission went out. Yep. Today is the anniversary of my father passing, and I get a lot of things we go through, you know. That's hard. Do you have any children? Get a perennial tree. So his years keep going. There you go. That's something to think about. Well, guys, lots of love to you. And let me make sure that you guys just got quiet. Oh, yeah, you guys are quiet. Why are you so quiet? No children. A birch tree. So many different trees. So Kistel says, yeah, I bought one for old coworker. His mom died. Yeah, we transplanted a willow tree for my father. I don't even know. I think it might have been originally from my grandparents, but we have one on my sister's property. And I thought about having one here, kind of like a little piece of that tree. But all right, guys, I am getting super, super tired. So lots of love. Thank you for all the support and joining in. And I will see you in the next video. And hopefully you guys will go. I think we're going to Switzerland. I think that's where we're going. All right. Good night, guys. See you soon. Good night, guys.